AliciasAsylum. I'm just making this a response to so you make sure you see it. It does have to do with the video though. I just want to say first of all that that was a heartwarming video of you taking down Billzybobb because you're right, and that's the one thing I don't get about all these atheist fan bases. Can they not understand an argument enough? Do they not see logically that even if an atheist is arguing for a bad point, if you're going to claim to be logical people who just stick to logic and it being about discovering things, then I call out theists with bad arguments all the time. But it didn't seem like any of these atheist cronies were willing to do that. They just wanted to, oh, let's go against the theist or whatever. And he clearly didn't. He never studied any religion. That's what I always bring up. Is that wait, you know nothing about this topic, yet you're going to engage in an argument against me, and he does it from a sheerly emotional basis. I said morals don't come from God; they only basically come from God cosmologically, because we're created in the image. We have a conscience. We're self-aware. Right and wrong, basically. But we're already built into the framework of these civilizations, so we're kind of getting a bad look at it. And he responded to, well, do morals come from man or God? And I said, I already answered that. Well, if they come from God, well, they don't. Well, that with the Ten Commandments and the Levitical law, with you can't slaughter an. And I'm like, no Christian has ever practiced Levitical law. It's not. What are you doing? You can't show me one Christian sect that ever practiced Levitical. And he couldn't say, okay, you guys are different. He had to, oh no, but you have to still be with Western Christianity. Uh, no, his argument fell apart horribly. It's like trying to argue with a Buddhist. If I phrase the question to a Buddhist, why do you believe in a creator God that damns people to heaven and hell? A Buddhist would reply, that's not what we believe at all. We don't have a creator God or a soul or an afterlife necessarily. No, but wait, you're a religion, so you have to. You're just making this up. I mean, he doesn't. He's totally ignorant, which he's beyond ignorant now. He's just stupid for trying to do that, and so are his followers. But logic can be shown, or sorry, morality can be shown to be logical. Uh, the same thing as the sex drive. But how we get that in the first place, if you're looking at for like basically David Hume empirical evidence, empiricist, atheist, hardcore, like turn of the last century, those people would argue against such things, which is kind of funny. Uh, I think when people try to say that morals aren't logical because it comes from an innate knowledge, something that's already built into us, which can be shown over evolution has been beneficial. Therefore, why wouldn't we keep it up? Just like a sex drive. Now, I can't explain to you why I have a sex drive that I do. I mean, there might be some sociological things in there, like me being attracted to Desi women, Arabs, and Latinas intensely to the point where it gets me in trouble. And not like molestation or anything. The fact that wind up getting a girlfriend and then sleeping with them is missing the mark instead of just I don't know caring for somebody and marrying them or whatever. Regardless, not attracted to men in the slightest way. Wouldn't be able to get it up around them. Like even people say, "Oh, wouldn't you try it?" I'm like, I couldn't. I'm naturally not attracted to men. I'm naturally attracted to women. Uh, but there's forms of women that I'm not attracted to. Very African looking women. I've dated black girls before, but they've always been from the United States. They haven't been, very short hair, tribal looking, pure descendants of Africans. It's always been black people in America are mixed with white and Latino and all these other different things. But Japanese women I don't find attractive at all. Now, Cambodian and Filipino women I find gorgeous. I don't know why. Uh, I've never seen a somebody from the outback, Aboriginal people that I ever saw was attractive. Now these aren't thoughts. These aren't. I'm not thinking this out. It's not logical to me. It's just lust. It's an urge, basically. It's desire. Uh, I can't find any logic to that. Now, I'm not able to step back from that. Somebody else could see and say, "Oh, wait, you were." I mean, I can make arguments for it, but I think they all fail. Like say, "Well, you're hard Latino. You grew up in those communities. You also had to go to the masjid, so you were around many Middle Eastern people and Desis. So of course, and you were not so accepted by white people, so you kind of repel the whites and all this other crap." But that all falls apart because my mother is Irish, 100% Irish Catholic, so it just falls to dust. So when you start addressing morality, you kind of have to say what form of atheism you're talking from. Because if it's David Hume's empiricism, no, I mean, he can't even look outside and affirm that the sky is blue. Nope, there's not an eye. It's just me, so I can't say. But then you wind up becoming a solipsist, where so somebody said, "Well, why do you even do anything?" It's, well, life goes on. So even though he knew a lot of his stuff was crap. But when you're talking about God, when you're confronting somebody who's Orthodox or probably Tao, I mean, it's a different view. It's the fact that we're already all here. There is beauty and truth and love, and those in themselves are evidence for God. If you're taking a very sterile view of basically atheists from about 100 years ago, what they sounded like, where there is no truth, no beauty, love is a myth, beauty is a myth, uh, they become very stringent and beyond. I mean, not even utilitarianist, but beyond that. I mean, you get almost the Soviet mindset of things. Oh, it's not necessary. You don't need it to live. Like all you need is food, water, and work, and that's what you need to live. And it's not what humans need everything to live. Sunshine and music and chocolate. This and I mean, that's what we've become. That's what we create. That's what we need. But I think when you get into debates like that, you have to define what type of atheism. And Orthodoxy doesn't see atheists as atheists; they see it as a rejection of the Western God. They don't think they can refute the Eastern Orthodox God, just like they couldn't refute the Tao or Dharma. It's not something to be refuted. Either it's recognized or it's not. Um, that's why debates really do fall apart with the Eastern Orthodox. Uh, just as they would with the Taoists or the Buddhists and all the attacks that the atheists have against Western Christianity, the Orthodox are right there saying, "Yay, we're on your side." I think that's the root of why Billzybobb got mad because the first videos I made were very pro what he said. I said, exactly. But you say Christians, but that entails us, the East, uh, a 500 million of us. So please define between East and West. Well, he didn't want to take the time to learn anything or trust what we said as being our beliefs. But he just thought they were kind of shady arguments like he would use, a slippery trying to scam people or whatever. Not scam, that implies money, but whatever, wiggle room when we were being totally honest. And then he just got filthy and belligerent. He'd have to apologize, be belligerent, apologize, and then he retracts apologies. Well, you already know you're in the wrong, so you're saying I'm going to go back to being in the wrong, and that, or he's very weak. So either he's uh, evil in the empirical sense of it, being a malefactor basically, or he's weak. But it's sure that he's stupid. I mean, that's one thing that we can say. So peace to you. That video was awesome, and yeah, Billzybobb does not use logic, and I by his second video I knew he wasn't an atheist because even when I was an atheist, I wanted. That's why sometimes I would endorse the Christian, saying, yeah, that's actually right about the Council of Nicaea. It did happen in 325, and it had nothing to do with the Bible or Martianism. When I was basically in total non-belief for about 2 years, uh, but he can't do that. He is taken to his religion like Stalinism. It's his own religion of disbelief instead of unbelief, which is hints towards him being a theist because he's in disbelief, not unbelief or non-belief. Uh, that's why he sticks by the rigid people who follow him, where they'll just attack. I mean, it has nothing to do with logic or thinking or reason. Peace to you.